Apple Pay is the thing that is freaking out all the financial services companies right now. Like the financial services companies have been kind of like, whatever, internet, okay, and we'll just credit cards they'll work fine on the internet. It's all good. Apple showing up to the party and saying we're going to now be in the center of payments has caused kind of a collective heart attack. And then, by the way, not just Apple, but presumably Google, everybody assumes that Google will respond to Apple Pay, with a Google Pay that'll work much the same way with Android.
Well, Google Wallet hasn't really worked out, so why didn't it? And how optimistic are you that Apple can get it right?
So this is what's so interesting about Apple Pay. Apple Pay is viewed by the payments industry as revolutionary, but it is the most consistent with the existing payment system of any of these new systems yet. It doesn't require what's actually surprising about Apple Pay is how many things don't change with Apple Pay. Like you put in your credit card, right?
Are you saying it's not that innovative?
Well, it's innovative, but in a way that's very consistent with the status quo. What we say from our standpoint is in the long run, Bitcoin is by far the most innovative and radical thing. Like it's the thing that will actually have the big impact over 20 years. But Apple Pay is the thing that's going to have the big impact in the next 3 years.
What is the future of Apple under Tim Cook? And will Apple be a big player in television?
You can just feel with Apple like they're gaining strength. And so, I think they're going to do extraordinarily well. The interesting thing about Apple with TV is Apple keeps refusing to build a TV, right? And everybody keeps predicting that there will be the Apple TV you put on your wall, and they don't build it. And I think there's a bunch of different reasons for it. But I think the big one is I believe the big reason they don't build a TV is it goes back to the power of the smartphone. I think what Apple's figured out is the upgrade cycles for TVs are like 5 years or 7 years or 10 years. And so I think what that means is it's just not that attractive relative to the smartphone to build something that people don't, when they won't buy a new one every year. And I think they think that that's a low margin business that other people can pursue.